Hey,
thank you. Thank you, everybody, for sticking with us.
There's gonna be nothing but there's gonna be nothing but crickets in chat for sure. Sorry,
Yeah.
guys, I don't know what the heck happened. I had my the other day I spilled some some shower gel into my USB ports, and I believe it fried my old unit. But luckily, I have a backup, so we're good. All right, let's jump back into your life and we'll see how everything goes. If we go down again, we'll just call it a night, guys. I'm so sorry. It's always super embarrassing when this happens, especially in front of all my peers and people I look up to. All right, beans.
Oh my gosh, the beans. Are you asking about the origin of the beans, or?
Yeah, I want to know what's going on with beans.
Shit. Yeah, that started. There's a B&M baked bean factory here in town, and I was out for a walk one night, and I just took a picture of myself in front of this bean factory, and I was talking to Gabe and I and people in the admin chat, and then I just had a feel like I just started a bean meme, and I just started making really dumb bean pictures, and then other people started playing with the beans too, and then it was just like, yeah, it was bean madness for a while in there. I mean, there's nothing more crazy about it than that.
I always love your story arcs. I feel like our group wouldn't be any fun. I mean, we don't even show tapes anymore. I can't remember the last time I seen some tapes.
Well, as we like to say, it's not a tape group.
Hey, welcome back. Thanks, man.
Hey, Raphael's back.
Imagine that, our show going down. And you're like a prolific guest. I hate for the show to go down when you're on here.
Oh, I'm just a goofball with a lot of tapes, man. I'm not prolific.
You got some trade secrets here.
All right.
Oh, my Go
Peeps are coming back in.
All right, we do got people coming in. Now it's a cereal group. Oh, dude, if it's a cereal group, I am so in. I have so many boxes of Ralston cereal. I'm a huge collector, so I will bust mine out.
Everybody plays tennis. Oh my gosh, that was a throwback to the Friday night movie one night. Somebody said that, and then it became then we were doing tennis. The tennis didn't stick around too long. Josh knows what's up.
I was gonna say, I think I missed that entirely.
Yep, it was quick. Everybody plays tennis used to be like a slogan here for like very briefly. I don't even remember what movie that was in. If you do, Josh, let me know.
I believe I watched your Night of the Demons one.
Oh, wait.
I think that's what it was. I don't know. Something with demons in it.
I don't think we ever did Night of the Demons. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it was. But yeah, man, you should join us every Friday. Every Friday at it would be 8 p.m. your time.
8 p.m. Well, I have dual screens. I have a couple buddies I watch, but I think I can make room for both.
Nice. And yes, Liv is right. It is now a cereal group. I started that the other day when I was talking to my buddy Asher about cereals, and I went out looking for. Liv actually found Cookie Crisp. I was saying my favorite healthy cereal is Grape Nuts, and my favorite sugar bomb cereal is Cookie Crisp. So, and I don't eat cereal on the regular, but I wanted that cereal after having that conversation, so I went out and grabbed Grape Nuts, but I could not find Cookie Crisp, and I thought they might have stopped making it, but Liv proved me wrong there. It exists.
Yeah, I haven't.
It is not at my grocery store. They do not have Cookie Crisp for some reason.
Damn, some sexy men.
Hey, Ricardo.
We're gonna get a little applause for that one.
Draculosaurus.
Oh man, everybody's
who's Draculosaurus? That one of your guys?
No, that's not one of my. Well, he might be one of my new guys. I just had a couple of people. I imagine it's probably a vagrant under a different name, but maybe not. Welcome to the stream. Either way, let's see what else we got here. It may only exist in gigantic size.
I can eat a gigantic size box of Cookie Crisp. Isn't Fruity Pebbles just Sweet Rice Krispies? Pretty much, yeah. I love Fruity Pebbles. Oh man.
Oh man, I wish I would have broke all my shit out, dude. I could have been hooking us up.
I have a box of Batman '89 cereal that's sealed. It has a piggy bank in it too. That's kicking around somewhere, and I've got a cornflakes box with Mr. Freeze on it because, of course, I do.
Oh, Batman and Robin. The rubber Batman thing looks like a butt plug.
The bat.
Yeah.
Bat bank. Yep.
Let's see what we got here. It's Fruity Pebbles, just Sweet Rice Krispies. I guess so. Yeah, sort of. Thanks. I'm new here. All right, let's jump back
Well,
into your
welcome,
slide.
Draculasaurus. Welcome to the party. Yeah, we were discussing beans. Oh my gosh, that Cracker Jack. That was when I said somebody sent me a tape. I gave them their thank you with beans. I was like, yeah, they sent me the tape and they use beans as a packing material. And for that, yeah, that tape is wrapped up in a saran wrap. And then there's saran wrap lining that box too underneath. And then I just poured a bunch of cans of beans in there to set that photo up. And it was shocking how many people actually thought that happened.
Yeah,
And they
I
were just
thought
like, "Oh
that
my gosh,
happened.
I would be so pissed." It's just like, come on, dude.
I don't put that past the vagrants sending you a box of
Yeah,
baked
true,
beans.
man.
Well, actually, yes. I don't see them doing it because of the shipping costs. There's no way they're paying that.
Oh, that'd be so heavy. You gotta send beans raw if you're gonna ship beans. That's a pro tip for everybody.
Vagrants Under a Different Name is the name of my newer a novel I'm writing. Oh,
Nor
cool.
Vovel. No, he's writing a Vovel.
A vovel.
Yeah, it's a new kind of book.
I don't know what a vovel is at all.
We'll find out.
Let's see. Crocking beans. Oh
Crocking
my.
beans.
Let's see what we got to live here. My best bud that's obsessed with The Simpsons has opened a box of Crustios. I would love to have a box of Crustios.
Unopened box of Crustios.
Oh,
It's
man.
like a sealed tape. They'll never know what those Crustios taste like.
It'll
be a forever mystery. Just like my Batman box. I actually do. I do know what it tastes like. I had some as a kid. I've been tempted to open that up and look what it's like now. But I've seen a couple videos online that people have done that before, tried eating cereal from forever ago. And so I know it's not going to work out good if I do it.
Yeah, I ate some Bill and Ted cereal, but kind of back in my early YouTube career, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. So I was just making messy, gross guy videos, eating weird stuff and whatnot. And I did the Bill and Ted cereal, and it tasted like old dog food, pretty much.
Ugh.
It was pretty bad. Gabe's not like the other girls.
Vovel.
I hope Gabe comes back. We need. Oh, there he is. Okay,
Gabe is back.
All right, we need him. We need him roasting us. You know.
Yeah, I think everybody's back now. It's like nothing ever happened.
Oh, what's the Fun Box Monster podcast, man?
The Fun Box Monster podcast is a podcast I co-host with that guy up there with the chud teeth, my buddy Tristan, and we do that out of his comic book shop, which is Coast City Comics in Portland, Maine. And we've been doing this podcast now for, I want to say 5 years or so, maybe around there. I think we have 180 something episodes and we're still cranking them out. And if you go to coastcitycomics.com, you can get yourself a cool Fun Box Monster podcast t-shirt there. And we'd think you were really cool if you did. And you'll look really cool when you wear it.
How did you guys meet?
That's an in-program promotion. We met through his comic shop when he opened that comic shop. So, yeah, that's just how I met him. And then we were doing that. And, I just knew him from the shop when I was buying my books every week. And then he's the one that came up with it. He was like, hey, do you want to do a horror movie podcast? And I at the time wasn't listening to any podcasts. I didn't know I knew what they were, but I wasn't familiar with them. So I thought we were going to be like a bunch of guys in a room talking together, but I went to his house and it was just him. And I was like, okay. And then we just took it from there and just made it up as we went. And we've still been going strong and it's super fun to do that once a week. We basically just take a movie and just do a play-by-play on it through the whole flick there, covering mostly 80s and 90s horrors.
I was really enjoying your Critters series. I was
really enjoying Critters until we got to Critters Attack. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was pretty bad, but I agreed with all your takes and you had some hot takes.
Funbox is Gagne's extramarital family to Vags. Sure.
See, I never know whether to pronounce it as Vags or Vag. I always called it Vag whenever it's abbreviated.
I guess some people could call it Vags too, because it's vagrants. It's short of.
I guess that makes more sense than Vagrants,
Yeah.
Well, let's see. The new Sunny season with the Ninja Turtle pies. I was trying to think if I've seen that. No, I have not seen the new Sunny.
I have not seen that either. But Liv turned me on to the Always Sunny episode where they went skiing and it parodied the movie Ski School and it had Dean Cameron in it, and that was absolutely fantastic.
It sounds amazing. Sign me up. I saw the first 2 seasons, and it's not that I didn't like the show. always forget to go back and watch the rest of them when it comes.
Oh, I do
to
the
that.
same thing. I just stopped watching shows because that's what I do. I'll watch like a few episodes and I'll like it, but then I'll watch something else for a little bit and then I'll forget everything that I saw. So I can't go back to. I can't watch serial shows. Like I can watch sitcoms, like one off. You know what I mean? Those kind of things I enjoy. But as far as like storytelling, like long, like Game of Thrones, that kind of stuff with a long story, like man, I can't keep up with that stuff at all. I just stopped bothering.
Oh man, I can't. I don't know where I was going with my train of thought there, but we'll jump back into your stuff here. See if any of these earworms bring up anything. Oh, I have that death spa. Well, the Check the Candy podcast gave me that. Well, let me check it out. I was not ready
nice.
for this. Somehow I missed out on this when it came around, and so it was cool to jump into.
Nice, that's a great movie. Look at you talking about how you don't have very many rare tapes, and you're busting out Street Trash and the Death Spa.
Well, people be they'll be like, "Oh, you don't have any real tapes." I'm like, psh, psh, let me bust them out. Although I do mostly love silly stuff like Dancing Grannies and stuff like that. That's more my cup of tea. But you got to have those tapes every now and again to kind of shut people up.
Yeah, I totally don't play the rare tape game. I mean, I definitely have rare tapes, but it's like at the same time, I've got tons of other movies that aren't rare that I love the movies and I'm fine with having them. Not everything needs to be a big rare. What get the fuck out.
Oh, it's a Pool Party Massacre.
Pool Party Massacre Kool-Aid cooler.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, that's awesome.
Drew Marvick, I ordered a prop head off him because he was getting funding for a movie. And I was caught up in the moment, so I bought the prop head, but I was more excited about the extras he sent me.
Nice.
So, it's pretty awesome. Got to wet my whistle.
There's plenty of other places to show rare tapes.
What's up, Rob? I hope you get up and running soon. We're really missing you. The world needs you back up and running. He does these awesome sub recommends during his video reviews, and I always get super hungry watching his videos.
Oh, like wait, recommending like sub sandwiches?
No, yeah, he recommends subs while he's recommending like the perfect food to eat with the movie.
Oh, okay.
Show rare Batman tapes. That's kind of Gagne's.
Yeah, I'd have to go digging for those. I have a Greek Batman and Robin and a couple Japanese ones and a couple from France.
It's still insane, like how many you have. I can't believe it.
Oh, actually, give me 1 sec. Let me see if I can find.
Oh, well, we can hold it down. I can make chat balloon animals. If you have any balloon animal requests, I'm pretty good at these things. I've been working on them for a while. At least ironically. Or listen,
I have only ever seen one of these, and that's the one I'm holding in my hands right now. It is a TBS Superstation edition of Batman and Robin.
Here, I'm gonna zoom you in here for a sec here. There we go.
Yeah, that's the TBS Superstation Batman and Robin. It's got a little TBS logo on the top there. Other than that, the back is normal. The tape is the same tape that is all the other releases, but I've never seen another one. And my buddy Bunny Cosmo hooked me up with this one. But yeah, I've never seen another TBS Batman and Robin. So that's your rare Batman tape. Super neat, huh?
I've never seen that version of it in my life. So
no, I can't find another picture of it online either.
Very cute. Something's cute.
Yeah, I don't know where it came from or what the and it also says world broadcast premiere on the side too. So
we got a request for a balloon snake. I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. I want to get me pumped up here. I'm gonna need you guys to clap along so I can get it up. I'm trying. All right. All right, let's see what we got here.
Nobody told me to bring toys. Damn.
Well, I mean, how do you do a balloon snake? It's kind of already done. I guess we can give it a head of some sort.
I guess I could reach up into my ceiling and pull down a Billy Ray Cyrus tour bus. That's cool, right?
There. I gave it a head. It's kind of like a cobra now. A little bit like a cobra. All right, that's enough of that. Wait, what you got up? What the hell is that?
There's a crying boy on the ceiling.
And you wonder why your basement is haunted.
Yeah, right. Actually, these paintings actually have a neat story. I forgot the artist's name, but he made a whole series of them of crying kid pictures, and it started this urban legend that buildings were being burnt down. You know, people that had that picture in their house, the house would burn. But afterwards, when they sifted through the ashes, that picture would not be burned.
Maybe that's where you're having all that, like, was it drainage issues? You were having some kind of crazy water
Oh my
issue.
gosh, yeah, yeah. What I got that figured out. That was a living hell for a week. Yep. Yeah, it was all because of the neighbor. Yeah, water was draining off my front yard, going across the street into their yard, and they were angry about it. And instead of just saying something to me, they called the city and had the city send me mail saying that they got a complaint, which made me all freaked out that I was going to get in trouble somehow. So yeah, but I got that all figured out
Dude, it's
after a
frightening.
lot of digging.
It is frightening when water starts coming in, because I had it happen in my basement. I
Mhm.
was building this set downstairs, and then as soon as I got everything kind of up and running, it started flooding. So I guess I just had to move everything upstairs. But mine was like shit water or something. It was bad.
Oh
It
no.
ruined my whole basement. I still have dudes working on it. But what can you do? What can you do?
Yes, neighbors do suck, Liv, because especially because I know them and I've talked to them 100 times and I've seen them. You know, and this water has been going across the street for well over a year. I would, so it's just like, oh man, have these people been hating me for like a year now?
Definitely
But
haunted basement.
yes, that's because I'm a ghost. Boo.
I always like your characters and stuff. I'm trying to think how many arcs you've had. You had the avocado one. You had
The guavocado.
guavocado. Sorry. Um, you had the chicken, of course. Well, I guess that was part of the same arc, right?
That was for the Video Vagrant Saturday morning cartoon show, which we haven't done that. Ivan was putting that together, so he would pick the cartoons out, and then I would have Farmer Toonsbury, Oliver the chicken, and Beazel Bunny, and you know we'd all do that host that cartoon show together. So which is basically just me again in a room by myself, putting on 3 different costumes and different voices, and then just cutting all those together to make it talking to myself. So which has also led into my spam video stuff where I talk to Slothy a lot too. I got a lot of practice talking to fake people making all those cartoon shows, and I'm pretty sure those are all on the Video Vagrants YouTube channel too. If you wanted to go check back, there's some bangers in there.
Didn't you lose your Wolfman mask? It's kind of like a dog
Oh,
character.
Badman. Yeah, that was the Badman story arc there where we yeah, that was a weird time. But yes, that mask did get thrown away. My cat peed on it and it was just gross.
I can relate to stuff like Razzle. Unfortunately, likes to eat everything. So
Oh, yep.
I would bring her out here, but she gets camera shy, and then she just kind of freezes up and does it, and then she looks abused. So rest in peace, Badman.
Yep, Badman's dead.
I never know what your views are, because I never know if it's the Badman's views that day or the regular views. So let's get this clear. You don't like Sublime, right?
I don't like Sublime.
Okay. All right.
I don't like Sublime, and I keep my ketchup in the fridge.
Okay.
And Gabe hates me for it.
Yeah, Gabe said to ask why you're wrong all the time.
Yeah, that's why.
I can only imagine what your behind the scenes meetings go with the other admins. Is it a wild group? Is there a lot of nudes going on there?
In the admin chat?
Yeah.
Only Gabe.
Only Gabe? He shows up butt naked?
We keep asking him to stop, but...
Hey, what can you do? What can you do? All right, let's jump into another one of your slides here. Kumegs.
Kumegs.
All right, let me do it. Kumegs.
And you got sound toys.
You know,
too?
YouTube's a little weird about saying certain words, so we'll just call it Coom for the remainder.
Okay,
of
yeah,
this
that was a Kumegs. Okay, I can play your game. Oh my gosh, that hurt my teeth making that photo. Yeah, I took the Kumeg wrappers and made grills with them, and yeah, I don't even know how that started either. It was just Easter season, and we just started talking about Kumegs, and that became a thing. And yeah, I was dressing up as Beazel Bunny and doing eggy movie reviews, reviewing movies that had eggs in it. So yeah, I covered Q, the Winged Serpent, and Mr. Accident with Yahoo Serious there.
I love Yahoo Serious.
Yeah, I would love if he came back someday. Yes, he gave us 3 wonderful pictures and vanished. So yeah, that just started doing the eggy movies, and then that kind of became lore of the Vagrants group too is that the Kumegs would just come back every Easter season too.
I think it was at that moment that I realized that I really liked you. Like I appreciate your humor quite a bit, and I know not everybody does in the world, so I related to that as well. But I don't know that the group would be any fun if you didn't come up with these fun story arcs.
Oh no, there's plenty of other people in the group that are super fun and bringing the heat. It's not all me.
Yeah, that's very humble of you. Very humble of you.
Oh, Liv, I ate so many Kumegs this season. We had the spring fling box swap, and Vagrant Patrick Jett sent me a bag of like 30 Kumegs from overseas, from the UK ones. And if you didn't know, the UK eggs are different than the American eggs. They're slightly bigger, and the first ingredient is milk, like not sugar, like it is in the States here. They're much creamier. They're much good. You can get UK Kumegs right on Amazon too if you wanted to try them. And man, you won't want to go back to the USA eggs again.
Well, this is gonna be a hot take. I actually meant to buy some because I actually gag when I eat them, but I was gonna do it just to be a good sport. I just forgot to get some. But out of all of these,
I got 3 left. Out of like, there must have been 30 of them.
I don't think I could do the mayo though. That looks. I might have to walk away from the mayo for sure.
Mayo cream egg? What? That's got to be a joke.
I saw multiple things of it. I think it was just available briefly.
The scream eggs. I wanted to make that a bring the Coom eggs out for Halloween too. And I remember the scream eggs, and I haven't seen them in a couple years.
I think they may have a scream egg.
I think they may have stopped the scream egg. The scream egg was just like the normal egg, but they dyed it green inside.
Mikey is a goddamn national treasure. Bagmans need to offer him a contract. Put a ring on him. I tried
you don't
running
want an admin bagger.
Oh, I don't. I tried running a group, and I realized quickly I can't handle the stress.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how you do it, dude. I would be losing my mind.
No, I have.
Everybody was just like spamming like YouTube channels, and I don't know. It was bad. It was and people like posting big giant tape walls of 400 images, and I couldn't keep up with it at all. So I decided to walk away from trying to do that.
Yeah. Most times it's fine. It's just it sucks when there's a fight or a mutant attack, because there are definitely a lot of mutants in this scene, sadly. We've been drama free for a little bit though, I think. Let's hope it stays that way.
What's been going on with that? Like when I first started, the crowd was really positive back in the Rejects days. Mm-hmm. Maybe I might have been a misfit back then. I'm not sure. But back in the Rejects days when I kind of really hardcore got into it, and I seemed like everybody was pretty cool. So what do you think's changing?
Oh, I mean, I don't think anything much has changed beyond that. I mean, I personally try to keep it positive, as do you. I love your style too of that, where we try to keep it light and fun. But yeah, every now and then some people can't stand when something makes somebody happy and it's not exclusive or rare. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks when that kind of happens. Somebody's really excited to get a tape and somebody will just comment like, I could find that tape anywhere. And it's like, come on, man, just be happy for the person. It sucks like that. And then stupid things can just blow up as you've seen.
I have seen.
It's like, oh my god,
I just don't participate in any of the fighting.
Exactly. Yep. Something will happen. Somebody will call somebody out, and that's the thing that's funny. It's like with these groups, but no, Ricardo. Sometimes you'll post like a movie in group. You're here for posting movies. That's what the group's supposed to be like. You know what I mean?
Wait,
you'll post a movie. Yeah, or anything. You post something, or Fufu Laserdisc. Yeah, you post your tape, you get like 8 likes. You know what I mean? Then somebody calls somebody out or says something stupid, and it's like, boom, blood in the water. Everybody floods, and it can become like an all-day affair where it just sucks the oxygen out of everything else. For this call-out post. Yeah, those can be the bad admin days.
I hate when we lose people. We've lost a lot of characters over the years, and I'll join their groups, and then those peter out, and because running a group is hard,
Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking that the other day. I was watching the movie Bloodspell, and I remember I remember buying it from somebody. This was, I think, in Planet Horror, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago or so. And this was a person that came out and he just vanished. You know, some people vanish. It's weird. I won't name any names, but yeah, sometimes people come out shining bright and they burn out fast and they just vanish, and we don't know what happens to them.
Do you
It's like
think
that.
it might be a finance thing? Because sometimes you buy a lot of tapes and then your water heater breaks and you're like, well, I guess I'm selling everything and getting out of tapes, you know?
Yeah, there's definitely some people do that, but I'm talking about just like straight up vanish. Like, so I was trying to remember who I got Bloodspell from, and I was like, oh, that was a cool dude. And he was kind of around for a while. Then he was just like, I'm leaving the group, and then he just ended up leaving. So now I searched my chat, for Bloodspell, and I found the thread where I bought the movie from the guy, but it just says Facebook user. Like, he doesn't even have a name anymore. Like, he's just probably deactivated. So yeah, it's weird when people vanish like that, or sometimes people come in hot and they're posting every day, and then you just don't see anything from them. So, and
Well,
yeah,
I'm
like you
always
said, finance
good.
thing could also be a possible. Man, when people get into tapes, I've seen people just blow crazy money constantly. You know what I mean? And then it's like, yeah, then you said like something happened. It's like, oh, I just need to sell all these tapes that I just bought, and it's like, man, you're into collecting. Like, buy a tape a week. You don't need to buy like 30 or 40 tapes in one day because you just started collecting. But I've seen it.
I vanished for mental health reasons for a bit. Hey, I know how that goes. I'm a long
Yep.
sufferer of depression. Everyone kind of in my community knows that. And sometimes you got to step away from the internet, and you made a good choice in doing so.
Yep. And I'm glad you're back.
Oh man, when I'm gone, it sucks though when you're gone a long time because then everybody roasts you like, "Oh, where's your content? Where's your content?" I'm like, dude, I was having a breakdown. But it's hard to explain that to people that don't suffer with it. I forgot my password and was gone for 3 months.
Oh, that was a lovely, lovely 3 months.
Oh, I didn't even know you were gone. It must have been quiet or something. Okay. If you're not posting stuff about docking, I feel like you're not you. I love how open the open sexuality of our group.
Yes.
VHS has 2 reels in there. That's twice as much spinning as a Blu-ray. Have you ever joined a Blu-ray group? If you think the fighting is bad in ours, the Blu-ray groups are.
I've heard. I've never done it. No.
The coaster guys. I don't know what it is, but there's some angry fellers in there. All right, let's jump back into some of your stuff. We're going to run out of slides a lot quicker than I thought because of going down early and losing some, but let's see what we got. Will Beelzebunny return?
He was. Yeah, he was back. Oh, there's that lovable scamp. Yeah, I was planning on doing a couple months ago doing Lighthouse Fest, and I had a whole thing planned for Beelzebunny where he got locked in a lighthouse with a whole box of lighthouse themed movies. And I was going to do some reviews as him and pretending I was locked in this lighthouse for a month. But then, like you said, things happen. You get jumbled, my lawn, or just like your heart's not in it. And I don't want to produce garbage. I don't want to force a movie review or force like a video sketch. You know what I mean? So that kind of fell to the wayside. And I think I only watched maybe 2 or 3 Lighthouse movies that whole month when I was going to watch like 20. But yes, Beelzebunny will return. He does return every Easter, but I had a lot more plans for him this Easter, but yeah, I just wasn't feeling it in the end. So
you need to do a music video with the rap song one of the Vagrants made, the Kumegs. Yum yum yum. That's good.
Oh yes, that's good. Coom.
That's
Hi Jamie, nice to see you.
But to what Jamie was saying, mental health is so important and valid to take breaks. I relate to that 100%.
I'd rather take a break than burn out permanently. Yeah.
I spent a lot of time with Razzle during that. I just kind of chill and get in a blanket with her until I feel better. And that might take months or it might take 6 months. But I always try to come back. Mm-hmm. Blu-ray dudes only care about slips and chicks. I just threw in the chicks part, but if I was a Blu-ray guy, that's what I would be saying. I'm all about them slips and chicks. Oh, of course it's Gabe. I should have known. We got some hearts, man. We're doing good, dude. Yeah. I'm gonna put my horse away. I'm not even nervous anymore. Okay, we're doing good.
Yeah, the Blu-ray groups. I haven't checked it, but I I would feel it would be weird because I mean you're buying. I guess there is limited editions and stuff, but when I first started in the tape groups, it was all about like the neat tapes you would find at the thrifts. You know what I mean? So I wonder what the Blu-ray groups are mostly talking about, where it's just like I just got this new Blu-ray from their website. I just got this other new Blu-ray from the website. It's like you're not showing off the weird, rare, old things that you or odd things that you might find. So, but maybe it is really cool in there. I don't know. I've never seen. Hey, Aaron's here.
Hey,
Everybody say hi to Aaron.
okay.
Aaron is the real Batman.
Yeah, the real Batman, dude. He has been cool to me for years. Like he's been one of my biggest.
He's cool to everybody because he's cool.
So nice, such a nice, and I like his videos too. So, thank you so much, dude. I always love when you pop in.
Batman, the show already crashed once tonight. We're not going to show B-hole and wreck everything.
Yeah, I hate losing parts of the show, but what can you do? We're up and running, so.
Yep.
Thank God I bought that backup unit. So.
Right.
I thought I was crazy for overpaying on another unit, but I was just going to give it to a buddy if I didn't use it, but I ended up using it right away.
Perfect. Now don't spill shower gel on this one.
Oh my God, that was so embarrassing.
Which I'm not even. I mean, how in the world did you get shower gel in your audio equipment in the basement?
Well, I'm upstairs, and I just.
Oh, I thought you were in the basement. Oh, okay.
No, I'm
in the basement.
I just got back from shopping, and I just sat my stuff on my top of my computers. That's really flat. I was like, I'll put it away later. Never put it away later, and I ended up bumping it over, and then somehow the cap came open, and I don't know how much is actually in my computer currently, but what can you do? What can you do? Aaron is always the best. Man, I need to get Aaron on here. He's so beloved. He can bring his Batman character on. All right, let's see what else we got here.
What else we got? Those pictures are so fun to make.
I love it, man. I don't know. Now that I know you're a full sailor, it makes a lot more sense, but you definitely love you some Photoshop.
But they're not actually. I just use a mix of background eraser and InCollage on my cell phone. These are all just like
awesome
collages I make on the phone. Yeah, and I've gotten pretty proficient at it. Making I just Google search for images and mash them in there and put it together.
They made it pretty easy now to remove backgrounds recently, and there was some update of Photoshop, and you just literally click one thing and your background disappears. I'm like, this is great. I love this. Some AI is good, I use AI to enhance your images so people could see them. Because, when they're like this big, you want to blow them up.
Yep.
So I got some nice 4K images there. Let's see what else. Vagrant's beloved sounds like Vel. Wait, Vagrant's what is he saying here?
Vagrant's that's going to be the name of Gabe's Valvel that he's working.
Oh, okay. I was like, I feel like there was an inside joke there.
Novel, Valvel. It's hard to say. Valvel.
Mikey and Hew are the coolest. I mean, come on.
Hew.
Hey, they even used your new name.
Yes, we are Hew.
All right, let's see what else we got. We're getting close to the end of the slides, unfortunately. Room temp or in the fridge.
Oh, my position. Definitely cold. And Gabe might be able to enlighten us on the ketchup thing. That started before I was even in that's from the rejects days. And that started before I even showed up in the rejects. I
assure you, I sell a lot of media. Oh, that was an arc too. I'd hate to have my worst fear, and I just got to accept it's going to happen one day, is that the vagrants don't like me anymore. And they're just going to roast me to no end. And I used to be so afraid of that happening, but then I learned you just got to you know what? If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. So I don't know why I included all these, but I think I just liked that the eggplant had you could use it as a dispenser.
Have you had those Doritos ketchup chips yet?
I actually don't like ketchup at all. I know. See, that's the thing you guys all roast me for. I meant to bring some ketchup so I could demonstrate, but if you put ketchup near my face, I'm gonna vomit, and I can't help it. So anytime I ever need to fake vomit, just all I gotta do is put a little ketchup on the lip, and it's good to go.
Damn. Yeah, those Doritos ketchup chips are good, but the mustard ones are super bomb. Do you like mustard?
You
said you didn't like condiments, right?
No condiments. I have something wrong with me where I eat like a child.
That's weird.
I don't like it. I wish I could try. I try other food all the time, and it's the same thing every time I get gag
I'm a
reflex.
sauce man. I'll make some, you know, chicken nuggets there, and I'll put on ranch, and I'll put on some sriracha, and I'll put on some mustard. And I'll put like 3, 4, 5 different pods of sauces on my plate. So we're opposites there.
Live ain't wrong. What did I miss here? Oh,
Cold ketchup with hot fries. Yes, that is the best.
I love you since that video when you made the switch. Oh, from rejects to video vagrants. I made a. I was so embarrassed to put that out because you know I showed a lot of my heart and how I felt about you guys, and I was really worried you guys were going to roast me over that video, and only one guy roasted me, so it was pretty nice. Can't go wrong with that.
Oh, I remember that. Your introduction video. Oh, that was fantastic.
Well, I had COVID at the time, so I was real sniffling in it. Mm-hmm. I just didn't know what COVID was at the time.
Bench. Live as a sauce bench.
Sauce bench. Bench. I like that. Bench. A saucy bench. Sometimes making a weird words for cuss words is more fun than the actual cuss words.
Yeah, right.
Oh, the video was effing adorable. Well, thank you, man. Thank you so much.
And yes, Darkman movies are great.
Oh, dude, I do love me some Darkman. Think we can get another one? Just one last Darkman movie?
Who is Haunted Vault? Do I know Haunted Vault?
I assume since he says he loves you.
Yes,
he or she.
I want to love them back. I'm not sure what the handle is.
Sometimes people's YouTube handles are nothing like their regulars.
Oh, totally.
I would have some fun with that ketchup gun though, for sure. Hey, how did you get involved in all this? Was this?
Oh my gosh, yeah, I've had the same job at a news station for it'll be 20 years this October. Yeah, I've been there for a little while. But yeah, that was when we were discussing earlier. We both went to Full Sail there. I went to make movies, and unfortunately, I did not like making movies. So when I came back up home, I tried to find a job that somehow was similar to that, and that's how I fell into the news biz. I did one year at one station, and then I was at the station I'm at now for the past 20 years now.
Dude, I watched like one of your news interviews, and that was super awesome. I know it's maybe not as special to you because you work behind the scenes, but I thought that was really cool to have you be on TV like that.
Yeah, that was fun. I'm not sure. I gotta dig those out and see if I can find the links for those if they're even still up there. But that was during COVID because there's a show that we produce called 207, and it's a local news magazine talk show kind of thing. But during COVID, when everybody was locked down, they were desperate for content because they go out and shoot so many stories out in places, but nobody was going anywhere. So they came to me and was like, "Hey, do you want to talk about your VHS collection?" And I was like, "Yes." And so yeah, I got to be on TV talking about that. And then came Halloween time, they were like, "Hey, do you want to do a Halloween movie recommendation piece?" And I was like, "Yeah, I can do that." And we shot that out in the graveyard there. Yeah, Aaron, you remember that? So yeah, brought a bunch of tapes out to the cemetery and just talked about that, standing 10 feet away from the host. But yeah, they haven't asked me back on for a while. I guess I could pitch it myself, but
I don't know.
Now that I think they actually have actual things to go shoot now, they're not really caring that much anymore.
Do you make good use of the studio? Like, do you like to go take a lot of photos with all the behind the scenes stuff, or?
Not terribly, not often, but I mean, yeah, it's I definitely got a play field to work with there for spam videos are shot there sometimes, and yeah, when I was doing the kids show, that was all on the 207 set. So yeah, that has like a wooden wall for a set, so I would just shoot all my kids stuff there.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. I don't know why I assumed it was green screen or something.
Oh, Josh Iwa, that's our opinion. We welcome yours. Yeah, we had a editorial guy on that station for about 50 years, and he would do these little things. It was like a main slogan there. He'd do his little opinion on something, and he'd be like, "That's our opinion. We welcome yours."
Do they know they got a celebrity working for him?
They do not. I'm not a celebrity. Jesus.
One of my guests, he calls it famous, where you're famous.
Oh, Marcus is here. Rude Horror Podcast in the house.
Oh, I didn't see that pop in. Let's see here. When do you become an anchor?
I would do it. I would do the anchor if It's actually a little half dream of mine that there'd be some kind of emergency one night where like the anchor is like right before the show, like, oh shoot, I can't do it. And it's like, oh, Matt, fill in.
You just created a VHS movie we could work on, dude, where, it's
The
a couple guys.
accidental anchor.
Yeah, the couple guys work behind the scenes. They're a couple, they mess around. They're always up to no good. And, the guy leaves the station because he has to go on a trip. I want you guys to behave while you're gone. And then as soon as they leave, something happens to the host, and we got to step in and, run the show. And of course, it becomes like UHF, where we just show a bunch of weird stuff or whatever.
That's got some legs, man. That could be a thing.
Maybe I'm running too far with that gag, but
yeah, the news is fun. It's a fun gig, and it it definitely allows me to. I have a lot of free time because it's kind of the nature of the beast. There after the 6 o'clock news, there's really nothing going on until the 11 o'clock news, and that's where I can kind of sneak away or shoot spam videos on dinner break, or I sneak out to the comic shop next door to do the podcast. That's where I'm. Yeah, I'm actually at work when I'm doing the podcast. I kind of just sneak out of there, go out back, record Funbox, and walk back next door.
Dude, you got to do that if you're going to, like, people always say, I don't have time to make a show. I don't have time to record like you. You got to make time. You just got to get up and do that shit. As long as your mental health is good, you shoot when you can. You miss out on sleep. You miss out on friends. You do what you got to do to get your career going.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Hew rhymes with news. Oh, kind of. New Hew. The news with Hew.
Channel man on you would be a perfect, like, for the fluff pieces,
Yep.
You would be the fluff master for sure. Master Fluffer will be your new title.
Master Fluffer. Let's not go with that alias.
Especially when it comes to work. I don't want you to get shit canned or whatever.
Hew's News. Oh, perfect, Liv. Yep, exactly.
Well, maybe you could just make a YouTube channel on Hew's News.
Hew's News.
I like that you had your baked beans and your Joey Lawrence.
Oh yeah, I was I was totally eating a can of Beanie Weenies in the audio booth the other day. Yeah, Joey Lawrence. I don't know what started with that either. I just started that was like one of the dumb when COVID started, I was just like buying some stupid stuff online, like for kicks. I bought a Jose Canseco Dream Team card. We started talking about collecting baseball cards, so I bought like a baseball card I used to have when I was a kid, and I bought a Joey Lawrence poster book, and the Joey Lawrence poster book led me to buying the Joey Lawrence doll, and so yeah, I kind of do a running gag with Joey Lawrence stuff from time to time.
I collect 12-inch figures, so I think it's awesome.
Nice.
That's I don't know if you've ever seen my little miniatures I shoot stuff with, but they're all made for 12-inch figures.
Yeah, I got a couple. We got Joey and oh, actually, hey, right here. These guys are best friends. This is.
I'm gonna get you bigger here in just a second. There we go. Is that Hammer?
It's Joey and Hammer, and they live together on the CD shelf over there. Yeah, they love each other very much.
That's awesome. I'd watch that. Well, thank you, Jamie. I think I'd watch that too. Let's see. 12-inch. What? Sorry, I blanked out. Oh man. These are the
I love that brown suit
for sure.
Yeah, that brown suit I'm wearing is my polyester suit there. My important businessman suit was an arc I did on Facebook years ago where I pretended I was an important businessman with a Construx briefcase because I found one of those bright yellow, plastic briefcases that used to hold Construx, and I was like, oh, that'd be cool if you were a businessman that carried one of those Construx briefcases.
Did you just say Construx?
My buddy,
like the connector Construx? Oh,
yes, yeah. Yeah, do you remember the case they came in?
I do.
Yeah, that yellow briefcase thing. Yeah. So I was like dressing up as a businessman with a briefcase that was the Construx thing.
I don't know why I didn't notice what the case was. That's so cool.
Yeah, and then that business card, my buddy Chris there made those business cards up for me, and it says important businessman with a Construx briefcase on it.
Whoa. Let's see what Gabe said here. I never heard people call their dong collection 12-inch figures.
Figures.
What do people do with those? Like, there's some people that kind of like get into the bad dragon thing. Do they just got like a big old, they pull a candelabra on their shelf and they move through a secret passage and it's just like a big dong shelf, like how we collect VHS, I guess.
The other day, Tristan at the comic shop, he found at a flea market, he found 4 packages of Spy Kids 3 3D glasses. Like there must be like 100 pairs of these 3D glasses in every one of these things. And he mentioned, yeah, 3D glasses collectors will go ape over this.
I
And I was like,
love 3D
that's a thing. And he said, yeah, assuredly there are 3D glasses collectors out there. I've never heard of that.
I was just say I could probably reach and grab a pair. Before I had the one lens thing, I did 3D glasses, and that evolved into the one lens glasses. And now I don't wear them at all because I can't see with them on. But
I remember when you were doing the dark lens thing. That would have driven me nuts having one dark lens all the time.
Yeah, it made it really hard to
Yep.
like read things, you know. So I just retired it over time, so it wouldn't be so jarring. So people wouldn't just log in one day and they were gone. I just kind of wore them less and less until they were just phased out. I collect figures. Hell yeah, dude. That's where it's at.
I would collect toys. I have nowhere to put them there. And
well, when you mentioned Full Sail, when I went to college, I was with a chick at the time, and I had a huge toy collection. And when we broke up, I was so heartbroken. I left all my toys in Florida. So somebody right now has an amazing toy collection of my entire life. But you just got to let go of stuff sometimes, you know. I collect the Batman ones. Crazy, I know. Let's see if we got more slides. Let's see what we got. What's your favorite Jar Jar kink?
I honestly do not have a Jar Jar kink. Oh, I do want that push pop though. That's the best. If you're unfamiliar with that, that was a Jar Jar candy that you would push. The lollipop is his tongue, so you would push that from the bottom, and that tongue would come out, and then you'd lick that tongue for the lollipop. That's actually a dream toy of mine. I would love to get that.
Nobody found it sus, like sucking on the end of a Jar Jar tongue,
right? How did that ever pass focus groups? Like, did you guys really think this is a good idea? Apparently they did.
And it looks like a fleshlight or something. Like,
yeah, you get the French kiss Jar Jar.
So sad now.
Yeah. Aaron hates Jar Jar because he's wrong about that.
It's all right. He does so many good things. We'll let him slide on that.
Exactly.
For me personally, I would kind of go with that 2-person raft. You and a friend could enjoy the world of Jar Jar together.
I love those slippers. I would wear those slippers too.
Well, that's right. If you got like a Jar Jar foot fetish sort of thing.
Jar Jar is funny. Can you go back to the news slide again?
Yeah.
I'll show you that. Yeah, there's my Jar Jar tie I'm wearing in that.
Okay. I didn't see that. That's awesome.
I had that tie in high school, and that's not the actual tie I had in high school. I went back and was able to find it a few years ago on eBay. But I remember when Star Wars came out and everybody hated Jar Jar so much. I just went full-fledged, I love Jar Jar, and bought that tie to basically troll people and annoy people. And it's hilarious that Jar Jar is still maintained the level of hate that he has over the years.
I feel like people have kind of like there's a generation that grew up with Jar Jar that weren't original Star Wars fans, and I feel like they accept them a lot more. So, I mean, they might have their day yet.
I mean, to be honest, I'm not even really a Star Wars fan, but like I just like started the Jar Jar thing way back in high school and buying Jar Jar things whenever I'd find them. And it's funny because I posted a Jar Jar thing on Instagram a while ago, and Ivan's son actually logged on Instagram, and he saw it, and he was like, "Stop copying Ivan," because he thought I was totally just ripping off his dad's Jar Jar thing. But apparently Ivan and I have been on the Jar Jar kick for far too long together.
Well, I feel there's even Disney recognizes it because they put was it Ahmed Best? Is that the voice actor?
I honestly don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, he was on. He played a Jedi recently, and I thought that was really cool to him kind of be vindicated a little bit.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because I know he was depressed about it afterwards. I think. Which it would be if everybody hated what you did.
Dude, I know all about that. My very first video I ever did was because I couldn't afford a camera. I made cartoons, and I was so proud of this cartoon. It was called Game Shop Story, and I worked on it for 6 months. And for some reason, Game Trailers, I showed them it, and they loved it so much they put it on their main page. And I was like, "Oh my god, this could be my big break." But so hundreds of thousands of people just like come in and trash it. So that was my introduction to the internet, was everybody hating me. But my style of humor apparently wasn't for everybody. Anyone else see the new Flash? It's so amazing, and I'm not biased at all. I have not seen it, but I'm going to go watch it tomorrow with my buddy Daryl, who is a Blu-ray collector. So we'll see what his take is on that. I always tease him about collecting coasters. He's a good guy. He's the reason why I have a cord for my sound setup right now.
Oh, nice.
Unless he's the reason why it went down. I'm going to have to bust his chops about that later.
Hey, Sean's here. Hey, Sean.
Is he a fellow video vagrant?
He is a fellow video vagrant for sure. Yes. Good people.
I love that group. It always brings me so much joy. And it ebbs and flows. Sometimes it'll be, like the place to be, and sometimes everyone's angry at each other, but I'm glad when it comes back.
I love it when everybody isn't angry with each other. So
yeah, I don't know how you do it. I couldn't handle the stress at all.
We try to keep it fun.
Oh, hi, Sean. Sorry, I was thinking of the room. Get the deal. Hi, Mock. Sean, that was a good one. What did I miss? Oh, okay.
Oh, Jar Jar's first name is Mason Mason.
I love funny puns, so that's right up my alley. All right, let's see what we got. We should be getting towards the end of your slides here, right at the hour, like I wanted. So that works out good. Yeah, that was it of your slides. Is there anything you want to plug?
I mean, everybody knows what I kind of do. Yeah, we do that Friday night movie every Friday in Vagrants there. That's at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific every Friday on the Video Vagrants YouTube channel. We do the movie. And I co-host the Funbox Monster podcast for anybody that hasn't checked that out. And if you just search Funbox Monster podcast, you'll find that everywhere.
And Funbox is amazing. I absolutely loved it. So
well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming. I'm going to put my horsey away, which I didn't need that much today.
Yeah.
And sorry about all the mess ups, but that's the way these shows go sometimes. And thank you so much for coming, man.
Yeah, dude, this was a blast. I totally have to do it again. Cool. Does anybody else have any questions or anything before we
part? Or let me bring my comments back up here. We got a clap.
Yes, I was telling him that, Liv. Come on, Mikey, join us on Fridays.
Come to the Friday movie night, guys.
Yes, we have a great crew that joins us every Friday. It's super fun because you can chat alongside the movie too, and we just got a great group of people that tune in for that every week.
Oh, thank you guys. You guys make me realize why I do this in the first place. Because it's always super embarrassing to put yourself out there, and it's terrifying to go live for sure. And it's so nice to get such a nice response from all you guys.
Yeah, that's so stellar.
Mikey's the GOAT. Yeah, baby. I'm not gonna get the clap again. I need to get like a goat noise for uni here, but
that is Friday. H fault.
Let's see. Matt is the throat goat.
Which group had the Bigfoot tape? But that was in Misfits between Adam Larson and Mark King.
Do you have any special movie picks for Father's Day? So we need a bad fathers movies.
The Stepfather is fantastic.
I was trying to think if I had anything. All I got is you could use this as a father figure. It's Gilbert Godfrey being cool about fire safety.
Do I have any father movies?
Which group had a Bigfoot tape? Oh, did you already answer that?
Yeah, that was Misfits there. Okay. Yeah, Adam Larson is a great dude. He's got a great Bigfoot collection.
I got a Misfits shirt downstairs.
Oh, nice.
I was just a lurker though there.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as I bought the shirt, everybody went to rejects, and then as soon as I got Vest and rejects, then everybody went to vagrants. So can we quit moving groups? Let's keep this going.
Yes, I think Vagrants is here to stay. Yeah, we learned our lesson that people did not take warmly to the Guavocado farm incident.
Oh, I like that story arc.
I did too. I thought it was fun.
I think people don't realize that you got story arcs, and they really think that you're becoming like that's the theme from here on. Yeah. It's just not a silly little storyline.
But like you said, when we thought, we thought people would find it funny. But like you just said, when game trailers put up your movie and you're like, yeah, everybody's gonna love this, and then everybody was just like, why is this? I'm so confused. This group sucks now. What the hell? Like, people were super mad.
I know all about my humor bombing, so I feel you. Never stop bombing. I always say the worst joke you could ever tell is the one you keep to yourself. So
Nice.
I'll never keep them to yourself. Always tell people what's on your mind. Thank you so much, dude. I'm sorry we had to cut it a little shorter than normal. We lost some of our slides and we lost some of the stuff I had tied into the show when we came back.
Oh.
But I'll have you back again, and hopefully I'll have
Anytime.
some more for you.
Yeah, anytime, man.
But thank you so much.
Right,
I'm
thank
going
you,
to
Mikey.
clap us out of here.
Oh, I love absurd comedy too. All right.